Members of Parliament clashed in the House of Assembly on Wednesday over the introduction of a bill that seeks to repeal the Oceans Industry Aragonite Mining Encouragement Act. Moments after it was tabled, a shouting match erupted across the floor. The drama unfolded after Leader of Government Business in the House, Renward Wells, sought to challenge the first reading of the bill, even as protesters in favor of the bill chanted outside of the House of Assembly that it is their time. Inside Parliament, it was Free National Movement MP for Pine Ridge, Frederick McAlpine, who sought to introduce the bill. But Wells, his parliamentary colleague, said McAlpine did not give the required notice at the last sitting of the House.
I rise to introduce and have read for the first time the following bill. A bill for an act to repeal the Ocean Industry Incorporated Aragonite Mining Encouragement Act, 1971. I so move.
With your leave, Mr. Speaker, we'd like to address the matter so that there's no confusion as to the government's position on this issue. Because we're not going to allow folks to make this a political issue, Mr. Speaker, because the House has already taken this under advisement. The House is already moving with this issue. And so, Mr. Speaker, we're not going to allow, there's a whole slew of people outside waiting.
As Wells pushed for a vote, House Speaker Halson Moutry delivered a swift ruling on the dispute.
The ruling is that the member is entitled to the first reading and that the bill should be laid on the table and be part of the agenda, and the House can then debate it and dispose of it.
It was that ruling by the Speaker that prompted a shouting match between members on opposing sides. Even when the Speaker stood, a signal for the House to come to order, members continued to hurl accusations across the floor.
Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable members. Honorable member for Golden Gates. Honorable member for Golden Gates and honorable member for Angleston. Both of you are shouting across the floor and the Speaker is standing.
Once order was restored, Moutry asked members who were opposed to the first reading of the bill to stand. After a few seconds passed, Wells motioned to several governing members to stand. Several members, including Jeffrey Lloyd, Marvin Dames, and Albert Johnson, stood along with Wells. However, despite an intervention from Wells, the Speaker said he is satisfied that the first reading of the bill was approved. But tempers still flared despite members of Parliament moving on to the first reading of another bill, as Mount Moriah MP Marvin Dames tabled the Parliamentary Elections Amendment Bill 2020. He and Angleston MP Glenys Hannah Martin got into a shouting match.
Well, I don't come to this house. I don't come to this house to take foolishness. I come to do the people's bidding. Okay? The games that are being played in here from the old playbook, it ain't gonna work. It don't work with me. I'm talking to you.
Reporting for Guardian News Network, I'm Jasmine Brown.